If you've clicked on this video, you've probably played an anime game before, and if you still play anime games, you could probably tell that they aren't as good as they used to be. And in my opinion, anime games are low-key falling off. Besides a few of the good games that have released, a good majority of them are just mid and end up flopping. And it hurts to say that because a lot of these games could have been way better had companies decided to actually try on them and not just copy the same formula. Because of the success of the Storm and Budokai Tenkaichi series, a lot of anime games now are just arena fighters. I will say there are some outliers like Demon Slayer and Sparking Zero, but still, like I said earlier, most of them just end up flopping. For example, Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I ended up buying the game and played through it, and honestly, it isn't that bad, but I almost guarantee that a good majority of people have fallen off the game after maybe a week or two of playing it. The Bleach game had a lot of potential, but it's still just a variation of an arena fighter. Like Sparking Zero is one of the only anime games that still has a decent audience, and I'm not gonna lie, I was locked in on that game for the first month when it came out, but eventually I stopped playing the game because I felt like it was just missing something. Had Spike Chunsoft actually added more content to the game, like new stages, new costumes, and even mini games like the Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi games, way more people would still be interested in the game. And don't get me wrong, I still love the game, but I don't have much of a reason to play the game often. And another thing that just goes to show that anime games are falling off is one of the most recently released anime games, Hunter Nen Impact. I made a video on the game 4 months ago, and now that the game is released, barely anyone is playing the game. Just look at the Steam player count. And let's keep in mind that the game basically just came out a couple of days ago. Not only is no one really playing the game, but the game itself isn't where it should be. I know the game didn't get a high budget, but at that point, why would you even make an anime game? And we all know the answer to that question is money. Money is literally the only reason why anime games are still being made with little effort. People see a game tied to an IP and just buy the game without really caring if the game is good or not. That's why so many of these games aren't as good as they could be, like Hunter Nen Impact. And I'm not even trying to bash the game, because personally I think Hunter Nen Impact is potentially a step in the right direction, since it's not trying to be the same thing as an arena fighter, but I'd be shocked if we see another game like this anytime soon, especially with how little people are playing this game. And to think that there are anime games that people literally don't care about or talk about is crazy. For example, the Eden's Zero game. I personally didn't know this game existed until somebody told me about it. And the game doesn't even seem bad, but it dead has no traction, so barely anybody is playing it. If companies were willing to take a risk and actually put time and effort into these anime games, maybe they could actually be better. And like I said earlier, the only reason why these type of games are still being made is the fact that these companies know that people will buy them regardless. We really just need to stop buying these games and help these companies realize that we don't just want the same thing for every anime game. And we need to be more open-minded when it comes to anime games being outside of the fighting game genre, because even some of these games with a higher budget, people don't buy because it isn't a fighting game. But that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about current anime games, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.